you don't have that. So okay, how can you enter this one? We can go to the lower low, we go up. So if you can check, there was a breakout there, there was a breakout of the structure. So when there's a breakout, I would have entered the position based on the breakout. So now we're gonna go to the smaller time frame where we call them what, entry types. You feel me, guys? So okay, here is it, you see. So now we're on this time frame, which is the M30. So on the M30, if you could check, price went down with an impulse, and then it gave me a what? It gave me a clear correction. So this clear correction, you can also see it, guys, when you go to the what, to the smaller time frames like the M15. So I could have entered my position here. Why? Because of the entry type that the market gave us. Even if I were to go to the M15, same thing, and check how price broke that level, So you had an entry type here, which was what, M15 pattern, and the the what do you call, the break retest shit, Sorry to use the word shit, guys. But then, like, you could have seen here, yeah, like you had an impulse, correction, impulse. So now you have your entry there, So this is a type of entry that I could have taken my trade from there. Stop loss has to be tight. And remember, first take profit will be the 90% of the what, of the structure. So if I were to go to the 1 hour, do you see how price is, guys? Like, there's no way which, like, price you can like get the structure like that. You feel me, guys? So this is what I use to like involve in the market. This is what I use to I don't know how to say it, but then I use these one. You feel me, guys? Like in most cases, I use it. It increases my my winning strategy. So this one was a currency, guys. So I was just showing you how I tend to like get entries on currencies. You feel me, guys? So that's how it is. So I saw someone saying the only problem they had, it was currency, it was entries. So I showed you how to get entries. So guys, now you can comment with the one thing that's giving you problems. So I'll be coming up with solutions, as well. Guys, you need to up those lives, 10 live notifications. Whenever I go live, just know it's going to be productive, I don't have time to be here just talking and talking, let's put the skill to the people so they can learn. Stop advertising lifestyle, This is my life as a trader. That's all. Wasn't that supposed to be a buy? Nah, it wasn't supposed to be a buy, my G, because there was a structure that was broken there, It failed to give you the double top, Like, guys, consistency is just a state of mind, you feel me? So with consistency, we're going to go there. It's just a state of mind. So on consistency, there's nothing much you can say about consistency. The reason NAS100 is giving you... Okay, let's go to NAS100. The reason NAS100 is giving you problem, guys, I feel like you are trading it in the wrong way. You are trading it in a way that, okay, I just want to make money. So, okay, on the Nasdaq, guys, most of the time I start on the 4 hour. I don't have all time on Nasdaq, because you know how Nasdaq is. So on the 4 hour, just highlight the simple basics of what you know. But then the approach on Nasdaq sometimes is different, It depends on the day. So just like this one, I have my low, So you only see those things when I'm trading Nasdaq. I have my what? I have my low. And I have my what? I have my height. So again, it's just lower and higher height, but then using a different tool. You see, this is the what? This is the height. So now you have a what? We have a structure like this, Price once came to this level. So when price came to this level, price went up, then okay, it's fine. So where price broke, right, we're going to put this thing, this is where price broke, going up. So guys, you see my approach now is different when I'm trading what? Nasdaq. I'm not approaching Nasdaq as I'm approaching what? Currencies. So okay, when I'm like this, now I have to involve. You see, now I have what we call a structure. And my structure there gave me a what? Gave me a breakout. You feel me? So when my structure gave me a breakout, I have to highlight my 90%. You see that the approach when I came to Nasdaq, it was in the same approach I did when it came to currency. One thing I can tell you about Nasdaq, right, guys, is it respects a lot of important levels. It respects like gang stuff. You feel me, guys? Like that's how Nasdaq is. So the approach on Nasdaq won't be the approach of currencies, So I approach them differently. So okay, this is the 4 hour. After the 4 hour, we're gonna go to the 2 hour. You feel me, guys? Because there's more that price will tell you what to do. You feel me, guys? Like there's more into these things. So you just have to be mentally okay and mentally. It's okay, guys. Again, we still have this structure like this. So within these structures, if you're having troubles with funds, man, then I'm not here to help. So okay, guys, on the 2 hour, you could see that and there isn't much to be done. So we're gonna look at the previous price on how price was moving. So just to show you that like the strategy you're using, it works, right, guys? We're just gonna focus on here. Like, guys, you need to know what Nasdaq moves in. I always say this, like Nasdaq moves in the different forms. One of the forms that Nasdaq moves in, it's a V shape. Like most of the time when you see V shapes on Nasdaq, just know that okay, it's time. Market is doing whatever it's doing. So like with Nasdaq is the V's. Like the V's in Nasdaq, it says a lot. Like whenever I trade Nasdaq, I just check, okay, where do I see a V? Just like there, it's a V. You understand? Like check whenever you see the graph and you see V's, you just know that okay, it's about to be on with Nasdaq. You feel me, guys? So like you can like capitalize a lot by just knowing those simple stuff, knowing how it moves, knowing what it does. So okay, here's the structure on Nasdaq right now. You feel me, guys? So when this is the structure, this is the 1 hour. You feel me? So on the 1 hour, on the 2 hour, I have to go to the 1 hour. Let's see what the 1 hour has for us. So we could see as we are going down on the time frames, right? If you were checking this thing, right, guys, it went down at an impulse. So it gave those who didn't know a second chance to enter. It gave you this flag here. What is this? This is a bearish flag, So if you understood the patterns, right, you could have capitalized with this pattern here. Because this pattern, right, guys, just check, right? We're going to use what you call a bar pattern. So from here, going there. So check, guys, how much you could have accumulated. So now you're waiting to get something like this again, Because market comes down, then it has to breathe and comes down, So with Nasdaq, guys, we need to be looking for more selling positions than buying positions when the market opens, So it's just different when you're trading Nasdaq, guys, It feels different trading Nasdaq. You feel me, guys? It just feels different. You feel like, guys, you see, so this is just a bearish flag that it indicates that okay, price has to go down. So one thing, guys, I feel like I need to advise you guys, right? If you had this pattern here, if you had that pattern, right, and you traded that pattern, this pattern is enough to make your whole savings for the whole month. You understand? The thing with you guys is you tend to trade the small movements. How are you gonna trade small movements when the market has it has the big influence, Like when you're trading when you're trading bigger moves, you're gonna make bigger money. But then most of you guys, you tend to trade what? You tend to trade like M5s and whatsoever. That's the reason. Like that's one thing that's stopping you from making money. Like you need to understand, guys, you can't trade small moves, Like the psychology that you have, most traders, is that psychology of payday every day, what every day. Like with that mentality, guys, I guarantee you, man, I'll always be better than you. With that mentality, I guarantee you. Do you understand, guys? So like when you guys are like in the board or whatever it is, like stop with the mentality that you have when it comes to indices. Like, yo, man, I need to trade to withdraw. You feel me? Why are you trading to withdraw? Like trade to compound the amount and withdraw something big. You can't be trading to trade to withdraw. You feel me? Why are you trading to withdraw? Like trade to compound the amount and withdraw something big. You can't be trading M5 moves, 1 minute moves, and say you're king of Nasdaq, queen of Nasdaq, ninjas of Nasdaq, stuff like that. You feel me, guys? You can't be king, queens, ninjas, whatever, guys, with the things that I'm telling you, Like you're not king of Nasdaq when you're still trading the 1 minute. You're not queen of Nasdaq if you're on the 1 minute. You're not ninja of Nasdaq when you're trading those 1 minute, Trade the bigger stuffs, guys. Like, go to the bigger stuff, like go to the bigger chats, like look at the long run investments, So to me, when I'm looking at the market, I look at it in the form of what? Investing. You're looking at it in the form of making money. Easy come, easy go. If you want to see tactic, right, guys, you just have to check the signal groups, stuff like that. You feel me? So when you're in the signal groups, that's where you'll get pissed, because the things that are happening there, it's just a different thing. Because like people will send you stuff, man. Like the advantage of trading the bigger stuff is I can like hold for the longest time, you feel me, guys? But then but then like if you were to like check and observe, I'm not doing that, guys. So if you were to check and observe the bigger stuff, man, you need to look at the future. Once you see it, you can't unsee it, because you need to trade for the future. Don't trade for the current stuff, you know. Trade for the future. The future is bright. So I guess you get what it is, guys. See you commenting people's name. I don't know why, but then it is what it is. So okay, we can go to now. We can now go to what? We can now go to the 30 minutes. So when you get to the 30 minutes, you could still see that your setup is still valid. You know, your setup is still valid. So now, what am I waiting for? I'm waiting for price to do what? To reject a certain level, which is what? Which is the level that I'm at right now. You know. So if price was to like do something like this and then it goes up. So here I have a what? I have an entry type again, which is a flag. You feel me, guys? I'm going to be having a flag. You see, I'm going to have a flag. One thing I know, if you kidnap me with your mentors, I'll be out in a week. So here is it. You feel me, guys? So now you have this what? You have this flag that has to be formed here. So when you have this flag that has to be formed here, you now know that okay, you're going to do what? You're going to have your entry here. And like guys, one thing I'll tell you, never let winning trades to become losses, because that's what most of you do, you know. So when I'm here, I'm going to give you a new entry type. Yeah, this is the new what? This is the new entry type. And where's the target? The target has to be here. You feel me? So this is the way I see Nasdaq, you know. As I said, I'm not a day trader whatsoever. I'm a swing trader most of the time. So if you were to hold Nasdaq like this, right, for the whole whatever, whole month, whole week, something like that, I feel like it will like need you, you know, to be brave. You feel me? Like you have to understand the consequences and everything within the levels of it, you know. So if you see it like this, you need to know that okay, things are about to like be like this, things are about to change, you know. So you just have to follow the structure, and if you follow the structure, you become good at what you do. So guys, this is just the breakdown of Nasdaq, you know. I've seen it before. I can never unsee it. I see someone saying DXY. And you know, I had a nice analysis on DXY. Let's hope it's still there. No, it's not. So okay, here's DXY, right? So on the DXY, we're gonna start on the weekly. Most of them I start on the weekly, you know. I start on the weekly, so I treat everything equally. Nah, not everything though. You have the what? Lowest low. You have your highest height. And then you have your current market routine, you know. So here's it, you have that. So you have the lower low again, you know, like you always get new stuff, lower low. So now we're gonna go to the daily. So in the daily, we're going to have a what? We are having a pattern. So from the low, going up like these, you know. So that's a nice one, you see. So I have a what? I have a structure. So within that structure, another one, perfect structure. So you see now, guys, I have like gang structures. See, so I'll zoom, you know, because we believe in things called patterns within a pattern. If you can check, you had a pattern inside a what? Inside a pattern, which is a good thing, man, when you know the market. So with the pattern within a pattern in that level, so you'll have to switch now to the 4 hour. So on the 4 hour, you could see that, okay, you have your 1, 2, you're lacking touches, you feel me? You just have 1, 2, you don't have 3 touches. But then on the lower low, you have enough touches, you know. So if I were to look at these, right, there was a bit of like an intersection here. You feel me? That was the intersection that price gave you. So when price gave you that intersection, so now I believe that you have to push at least there if you were to come and expect a what? A sell. You see, it makes sense. Like everything makes sense, guys, you know. Okay, let me check the comments. Support and resistance still plays a big role. Like, man, I don't know, because if you listen to how I analyze and how I say everything, I don't really put support and resistance, you know. But then, man, I don't know if support and resistance is like working out for you, and then that's a good thing. You can like stick to it, you feel me? But then if it's not working out for you, you can like move from it. So it's just from you, you feel me? Yeah, that's how it is. You see, so whether what or what, man, I just feel like support and resistance to my journey, it doesn't really play that big role, you know. So the way I analyze the market, guys, I feel like this is just simplicity at its best, you know. Like I'm analyzing the market in a way like where it'll be easy for you to understand. Okay, I see someone saying BTC USD. BTC USD. Plus, it's been time since I checked BTC USD. And I'm a good investor in BTC USD. So, okay, yes, BTC USD. Market is even open, moving. So, on BTC USD, we are on the daily. Yeah, let's start on the daily. On the daily, they have the highest height and they have the lower low. So, with the highest height and the lowest low on the BTC USD, you are having a what? You're having a pattern. So guys, from me, Manando the Gold Falcon student, I'd say BTC is about to drop, you know, because you could see it came down at an impulse. Now you're on the correctional phase. You feel me? They're on the correctional phase. So when you see a correctional phase, you need to know what will happen, you know. So now in price, I'm predicting that something like this will come out of price. You feel me? So now that's what I'm expecting. Like, what will price do, you know? But then one thing you need to know is everybody has a plan until they blow their accounts. You feel me? Everybody has a trading plan until they blow their account. So I'm thinking of something like this, you know, because I've seen it playing out before. You know, I think it can also play out now. You know, but then it's not all about how I think. You know, it's about what the market makers want. Okay, so this was this was the daily. Let's go to the 4 hour and see. Let's go to the 4 hour and see. Okay, we're going to the 4 hour now. So on the 4 hour, you could see, all right, it's nice, we're cruising. So, but then you have these type of a pattern. I think you can all see it. You have these type of a pattern. You see, so when you have that type of a pattern, that pattern broke the levels, and then after breaking the levels, then it happens that it was just a awkward move, you know. So now you're into something like this, you know. So again, you see, I'm still predicting or still going with my analysis that like price will break that level and gives us a mini correction. So let's go to the 2 hour and see. Okay, as said, you know, guys, here it will be just a matter of adjusting. So if you were to adjust that trend, you see how perfect it is. We adjusted everything. So now we are on the 2 hour. This has to be my take profit number 1. You see, so I'll go to the 1 hour. So on the 1 hour, again, price is still doing the same thing, you know. So you can just go to the previous where price dropped a little bit. So if price dropped like that, you know, these things are BTC USDs, you know. I know how they move. I'll take these going down and then I'll come put it here. You see, so when you put it like that on the 1 hour, it makes more sense, you see. So this is how price will move. I hope everything is making sense, you know. This is how price will move, because going to the upside, to be honest, it doesn't have that space, you know. So this is the BTC, man. Like we do this thing in the simplest way. I see no competition, you know. Like guys, it's either you hate or you be inspired. I don't know. Between the two, it's either you hate or you get inspired. So I don't know which blog you're gonna be at. Are you a hater or are you inspired? You feel me, guys? So that's how it is. You see. So when you're analyzing, you better make sure that you do the most out of it. Like, you better like keep up your work, you know. Keep up the work. The hustle pays out. You feel me? Like we take certain things. I did Nasdaq. We take certain things. We take certain time to do certain things. You feel me, guys? Like, but then the time that